Kaluuya earned an Oscar nomination for his role in the horror movie hit Get Out.
So good.
And he might be going after that Best Actor statue again with his new film, Judas and the Black Messiah.
This time he takes on the role of real-life Black Panther activist Fred Hampton. Our movie guy, Paul McGuire Grimes, sat down with the stars of this new movie and the son of Fred Hampton. Take a look.
Was there something that you learned about Fred Hampton along the way that surprised you or stuck out to you that you really didn't know about him?
I think his orchestration of the Rainbow Coalition was illuminating. You know, him having the prowess to find points of interest with people who he had conflict with.
How do you think the history books have gotten it wrong regarding the story of Fred Hampton and the mission of the Black Panther Party?
Well, first of all, they don't really mention him enough. You know, a lot of the books don't even have him in there, let alone what they got wrong. But you know, a lot of them books, they get wrong what they want to get wrong. They want to tell the story they want to tell. So that's what I'm saying. You got to do your own research and figure out what the truth is on your own. If you're relying on history books, you might get a little bit of some truth, but you ain't gonna get it all.
Black Panthers are forming a rainbow coalition of oppressed brothers and sisters of every color.
How do you think that we can take your dad's story and mission of the Black Panther Party and apply it to the issues that so many people are facing today in terms of racial inequalities and trying to find the activists in ourselves to create change in our environment, in our communities?
Recognize that there are individuals and organizations that are right here today. You know what I'm saying? In many cases, I think we wait till things are safe to speak on. Do not wait till we become a safe subject to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, the Black Panther Party cause right now as we speak. The struggle is happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Our position is we serve hot food and we serve hot politics.
Well, Paul joins us now. Paul, tell us what you thought of the movie.
This movie is so powerful, and I really implore everyone to watch this movie. And if you don't know, the backstory of Fred Hampton is that the FBI had it out for Fred Hampton and the Black Panther Party movement, and how did they use William O'Neill to infiltrate and take down Fred Hampton. And as I was watching this, my gut was kicked. I couldn't help but think about what's going on today and draw parallels to how people view the Black Lives Matter movement, the death of Breonna Taylor, what happened at the Capitol, and think, how can we use history? How did maybe history get his story wrong and then apply it to today? How often do I talk about that in these types of powerful, impactful movies?
And they're also saying that this film is open and wanting to challenge your opinion, whatever opinion you have of the Black Panther Party.
Yes, I mean, you really learned about how they were just a group, a coalition of activists that help feed other people in the communities, offer free breakfast, free education, and they weren't this, you know, loud group of rioters and violent people like some people try to claim they were. I mean, it was so eye-opening. And then Daniel Kaluuya is a force. I think that he will win Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars because of how engaging he is. I felt like I knew who Fred Hampton was due to his performance. And LaKeith Standfield, who plays William O'Neill, is equally as compelling at the duality of what his character goes through. It's a very complex movie, and it gives you so much to think about.
So and after all this, how many ticket stubs?
It's 4.5 out of 5 ticket
stubs. Wow, goodness gracious.
All
righty.
Okay, well, Paul also sat down with the stars of Land, a movie about finding yourself through tragedy. Take a look.
It's pretty country, ain't it? Tribal lands. It's not a good idea to be out here without a vehicle.
You filmed on location in the mountains. Does the chopping wood and, you know, living outdoors, the fishing, does that all come easy for you, or did you kind of get a better appreciation for the outdoors?
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord,
you made it look easy.
I know, my deepest respects, you know, because when I saw that on the script, I said, that's going to be a piece of cake. You know, I would, you know, learn the ins and outs. And then when I tried the first time, my goodness. And, you know, Robin tried for the first time the same day, and she did great. You know, she nailed it right away. I was so embarrassed. I thought she was going to fire me right there.
I'm not running from anyone. I'm not hiding. I'm here because I choose to be.
Did you get to do any research on the mindset of someone that wanted to just be alone, what that psychology is like, and what stuck out about that you wanted to bring into Edie?
You know, I did speak to a couple of professionals in the Department of Trauma. One in particular, Dr. James Gordon. Having talked to him of how to unlayer the trauma that you go through phases dealing with to come out on the other end. He had me do a session with him as the character Edie. It was so interesting, and I learned so much about that character's journey and how to shoot it and how to pace it.
Looks really beautiful how it's shot, Paul. How did the movie all come together?
It's really lovely. It's a really touching story about about acts of kindness and how sometimes strangers in our lives can have the biggest impact. And Robin Wright making her feature film directorial debut, a very different kind of role than I've seen from her in like House of Cards, Princess Bride, or even Forrest Gump. I love that we're seeing Robin Wright direct now, and she makes for a great director and a phenomenal actress too. I had such empathy for her character.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks beautifully shot, and I think if you live in Minnesota and you know the outdoors, this might speak to you in a different way as well.
Exactly. I know that I would never be able to survive by myself in the outdoors. And Steve, this is 88 minutes. Again, another Steve approved.
He likes them short.
I'm in. I'm in. All right, boom. Ticket stubs, Paul.
3.5 out of 5 ticket stubs now in theaters. Will be able to rent at home soon.
Paul, thank you so much. You can visit Paul's website. It's paulstriptothemovies.com for updates on movies and streaming services. You can also listen to that guy. He's the Paul McGuire Grimes. He's on the Colleen and Bradley Show. My Talk at 107.1 every Friday. You could also watch him. He's got a YouTube channel also called Paul's Trip to the Movies.
He's a busy guy. TCL's Movie Trip is brought to you by Musca Lighting. Their designers are ready to help you find the perfect lighting for your home with ideas to match your style and your budget. They want people to leave happy.
Next up, the 3 most popular Netflix shows to watch if you happen to be stuck inside this weekend, like we all will be.
Thanks to Musca Lighting for sponsoring TCL's Movie Trip. Replace old and dated fixtures with a new light and change the look and feel of your home. Our mudroom fixture from Musca Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Musca Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you.